by going ahead and putting them on the flyer and putting a picture and, and giving them recognition that way. I think, favoring someone over someone else is, a little bit unfair, and also I guess the whole council district 14, but we're also part of the assembly district, we're part of the senate district, we're part of the congressional district, like I said before. So just taking that into consideration, I think it's just being fair towards everyone that gave us funding and everyone that's helping us out with this.
Okay, thank you. Augie, on the amendment. Angela?
I disagree with the amendment.
Thank you. Yoli?
I just to clarify, maybe membership and outreach could tell us how much the councilman's office is sponsoring as far as dollar amount.
Comparative.
Okay.
Okay.
And sorry, that's my thought. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Donna?
Yeah, we can give it to you as soon as we can, but the more we're asking for it, the more we delay it, the more we delay it, the more we stop, it's gonna get closer to the event, but if that's what you guys want, we'll give that to you.
Capricia?
It's about 5,000-6,000.
Capricia?
I disagree with the amendment. Michelle just said it costs about $5,000 to $6,000, and also they're helping with the permits. The goal of the LA 32 right now, we're trying to improve our legitimacy and work with our elected officials by not including them. I think it's fine to move them second, but just taking them off the flyer. That's we're taking. We're just taking one step back. That's it.
I agree with Capricia, regardless of the amount, which is, $5,000 to $6,000 is a substantial amount, but the council member's office has worked with us repeatedly on, has invited us to functions and attend and participate in learning without offering any funds up. So I don't agree with removing anyone altogether.
Yeah. Michelle?
It should actually say, well, I guess we'll get to when we do the amendment to what we were kind of thinking there. But I think that the name needs to stay there. They are funding, and if it gets removed, then everything that we build is going to just deteriorate. The bridge that we have extended with the staff and with the councilman himself, we have built a lot of transparency with them. They support us, we support them. My understanding, the former board had an office there and they did not do a good job. Relationships broke. Everything went down south after that, and we actually have been doing a very good thing with building that relationship with him and his staff. He deserves to be on there because he is a councilman, or council member, not councilman, because now I think it's council member. And he is giving a good lump sum amount of it, estimated about $5,000-6,000, but we could give you details on that. And if anything, I think we were better off just striking out El Sereno, not the councilman.
Cynthia? Yeah, exactly. I agree with Michelle. I was at the meeting several times to hear what the actual floor plan looks like. And every tent, every chair, every canopy, anything that is needed from the office is being rewarded to us for our relationship with them. They are acknowledging us as the LA 32 NC. They do not want the actual event to be theirs. They want us to regain our ownership of it. So I would not strike the council members in. Victor?
Yes, I also agree with that statement there. I would keep the councilman's on. I wouldn't put them first, but I would keep them on the flyer. But as far as the wording, I think that we should call it what it is. We should call it exactly LA 32. Neighborhood Council presents the 5th annual Kite Flying Festival at Ascot Park.
Okay, we're just on the amendment right now, but thank you. Ruben, on the amendment, please, the amendment is only to strike the councilman's name, nothing else.
Yes, I know, and of course that's not here. The protocol in any of these projects, when you have government money at whatever level it is, the governing public officials of that particular office have to be represented in that event where they invested public money. So there's no way that you can eliminate the councilman's picture, his name, and most definitely the city logo. Or whatever logo is appropriate because of the government money, okay? So Here's just the flyer, how it says, and it pretty much says LA 32 NC Arts and Cultural Kite Flying Festival. And it gives the date and all that. And down there in little letters, it tells you where it is. It says Ascot Hills Park. And it gives the address and so on. But other than that, we gotta stay with the protocol. Doesn't matter, again, the amount of money he or she spent on this. If they're a governmental official, protocol, they have to stay on the poster.
Thank you. We're gonna come back this way. I'm not sure that anyone here has anything to address, any other concerns. We are all kind of on the same side of the boat over here. So as we come back, it's to address any other concerns that you have, and since you were the maker of the motion.
Yes. So, I mean, I think everyone here has forgotten it once upon a time. I was a part of like that staff, so like I definitely worked in like the councilman's office, and like I think that they're doing like great work. I just think that it's kind of about like being fair towards everyone that gave us money, like Ruben just mentioned. And so I think that we should still have them on there. I just think that it should be in a different way than doing it like in the title, because if that's the case, then we should list like the senator as well. So, and that's my only concern, is that we kind of do it in a way that's kind of representative of everyone. And that's pretty much it. I mean, if you guys don't want that and you would rather give preference to the councilman, then that's perfectly fine. But I think that we need to make sure that we try to incorporate everyone that gave us funding, because as far as just when you're trying to treat donors, which is part of what I do at my university, and you're trying to make sure that they give money back, you try to give them recognition. You don't just give one donor recognition, you give all your donors recognition. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, so we're ready to take a vote. I do want to just, in response to that we are, obviously we would recognize every organization who participates, even if they're not contributing money, including W. Allen's office. But anyhow, we're ready to take a vote, and we're voting on the amendment, which is, the amendment will read, LA 32 Neighborhood Council presents to you El Sereno's 5th Annual Kite Festival.
Can we amend that amendment?
Vote on it first. Yes, please not. Let's go ahead and take a vote on this amendment.
All those in favor? Is that just one? Two? Okay. All those against? That was a waste of 10 minutes. So motion fails, 2-10-0. Or amendment fails.
Okay, I'd like to go ahead and make another amendment.
I ask Madam Chair every time I first. Madam Chair, can I make an amendment?
We're back to the original motion right now. That's back on the table. And I'm sorry, but she did ask me to put an amendment in.
I would like to make an amendment that, that the flyer banners, anything we're promoting reads, LA 32 Neighborhood Council and Council Member Jose Reeser present to you the 5th Annual Kite Fest.
I second that.
Okay, we have an amendment to the motion made by Michelle and seconded by Luisana. And we're going to go ahead and open the floor to public comment.
Public
No
comment?
public comment? Okay, for discuss, sir?
I just have a question. Does the public get a copy, or do you guys have a copy of the bylaws according to Brian?
Yes, LA32NC.org, the
So
bylaws.
you guys don't have physical copies?
We have copies, but not for her to take or just to be, okay, she'll give you a copy.
But you're correct,
Thank
sir,
you.
we're supposed to have copies of corresponding.
Okay, Sasha.
Yeah, I'm in support of the amendment. That's the amendment that I was gonna make. So there you go, perfect.
Thank you, Rocky. Angela?
No comment.
Yoli?
No, that's fine, as long as the kite festival happens.
Dama? Capricia? Lala?
I support it.
Luisana? Support. Michelle? Cynthia? Great. And Victor?
Yes, I support us.
Ruben?
Yes.
Great. There's no contention, so we're gonna go ahead and take a vote now. There's no concerns to address.
You can read the motion.
That the LA 32 NC approve the following wording for all flyers, banners, and posters. LA 32 Neighborhood Council and CD 14 Council Member Jose Rizar present to you the 5th Annual Kite Festival.
So again, the vote we're taking is to amend the motion, not on the actual motion.
All those in favor to amend the motion? That's 1200, motion amendment.
Great, so now we have the new amended motion, which reads, the new motion is that the LA 32 Neighborhood Council approve the following wording for all flyers, banners, and posters. LA 32 Neighborhood Council and Council Member Jose Huizar. I'm sorry, did you include CD 14 or not? You took that out, right?
No, she included CD 14.
You did? Okay. I'm sorry, that's gonna read,
Council member.
right. LA 32 Neighborhood Council and CD 14 Council Member Jose Huizar present to you the 5th Annual Kite Festival. Is somebody moving the motion?
Move it.
Motion moved by Ruben. Seconded by Angela. Any public comment? Any board discussion on this? I asked you for public comment.
Okay, step up, step up.
You've got your motion, you still have something to say?
Well, step up.
This is Anthony Manzano speaking on the amendment for the Kite Festival. Basically, it's going to be very short. I want to say thank you guys for listening to the stakeholders, and thank you for truly representing the neighbors of LA 32 Neighborhood Council, because guess what? I don't live in El Sereno. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Any other public comment? Board discussion? Anyone? Board discussion?
Yeah, just for point of clarification, at the end of the motion read, will it read at Ascot Park, University Hills, what?
No, but I mean, Ascot Park will be on there with the address. It's just not gonna say at Ascot Park, but that's what it's gonna say. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready to take a vote. The motion, again, I'll read it for the last time, is that the LA 32 NC approve the following wording for all flyers, banners, and posters. LA 32 Neighborhood Council and CD 14 Council Member Jose Huizar present to you the 5th Annual Kite Festival.
All those in favor? So the motion passes 1200.
Great, thank you for the great discussion and for the give and take. It was great. Moving on to item number 15 is discussion and possible action. This motion reads that the LA 32 NC approve the 15 line items labeled attachment 3 in your package for funding approval for the Kite Festival to be held on April 19, 2015. Total amount is not to exceed $12,000. That's the end of the motion, and it was put up by membership and outreach. And I'd like to reiterate that it's not to exceed $12,000, but we don't have to spend the whole $12,000. So if we have money left over, it goes back to our budget.
I'll move the motion.
Motion moved by Ruben Chavez and seconded by Angela. Open for public discussion. Mr. Manzano?
That's why there's no more speaker cards.
You used them all up.
Thank you, Anthony Manzano, speaking for item number 15 on the agenda. I want to say thank you guys for at least passing or supporting the neighborhood council event. I've been to several of the membership and outreach committee meetings where they did discuss funding some of these items. At that time, the board was still on exhaustive efforts. Myself, as an upstanding committee resident and neighborhood resident, I was willing to spend up to $800 to cover all costs. I was going to pay for you guys. That's my commitment to you guys. Some people are asking for board members and motions. But what happens is, if you guys still need the money, I'll be more than happy, because I do stand by my word. I'll cover all printing, all flyers, all banners, and posters that we're going to put on the committee. So if you guys cover the cost right now, thank you guys so much. Do an efficient job, serve your neighbors, and if you guys need my help, that's what I'm going to do. I'm here to help you out. Thank you.
Leave your wallet on the table.
Last 4 digits in the security code. Okay, so again, any other public comment? No? Okay, we're gonna open up for board discussion. Sasha? you looked over the items?
I agree.
Carol?
I agree, I love it that you're using a local vendor, so great job.
Right, I got to say the same as well, using the local vendors are I'm really glad that you guys took the effort to do that. Please, Donna? Michelle? Cynthia?
Push on.
Victor? Anything?
No comment.
Okay, so it looks like we're ready to vote on this. This is gonna be a roll call vote. And again, it's that the LA 32 NC approved the 15 line items labeled attachment 3 for funding approval for the Kite Festival. There's no, to be held on April 19, 2015. Total amount not to exceed 12,000. And nobody has any concerns about any of the items, so we're gonna vote it as one vote.
So that's the best one in one. Yeah, I can't prepare it for like an item by item vote or just all of the 12,000.
Not to exceed 12,000.
Yeah, it's right on.
It's 9:15.
Okay, so, yeah, let her fill this out.